The second we walked through the threshold of the door, we both looked up, looked at each other.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is the space. The fact that it's a stone house, the fact that it's old, the fact that it had the original beams, the original floorboards were underneath all of those layers of flooring. That's when I knew. In the Catskill area, we're one of, if not the oldest house.
Incredible, but also comes with a big responsibility.
Comes with a huge responsibility. I am Adam. This is my fiance, Alexandra, and we are the stewards of the Upstate Stone House.
The Upstate Stone House is a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, 3,300 square foot house
that sits on just under an acre of land overlooking the Catskill Creek. The date stone says that the house was built in 1762. I wake up early. I come down into the kitchen and I watch the sun come up over the creek, which is my favorite place in the whole house. And
it's quiet.
It's
before
very
the
quiet.
rest of the world wakes up.
It's a beautiful moment. It's peaceful. I am drawn to historic properties personally. I love things that feel lived in.
There's something special about living in a house that's as old as it is. It reminds you to slow down in life.
Boy, that was very gentle.
Seriously? Best batch you've made this week. Come on. Let's go for a walk. Alex and I came from California. My father became ill, so we moved back here to be closer to him. We ended up coming to Catskill for an antiquing trip. When we got here, it was just a beautiful day, full of good food and meeting nice people and finding some of the best antiques that we've ever found. And I looked to Alexandra and said, how cool would it be to buy one of those old houses and just fix it up, preserve it? How can you say no to this?
How can you say no?
No,
really
it's
can't.
absolutely beautiful.
You look so good in
It's
it.
perfect, right? As soon as we started down the path of trying to buy the house, my dad was very much involved from the start. He was up here as much as he could be, you know, helping me with paint or demo or hanging doors or, you know, fixing cracks in the ceiling. As soon as my mom came up here, her initial reaction was, what have you gotten yourself into? I realized I might be in way over my head. Like, I know a lot about homes. I know a lot about design. However, when it comes to old homes, I realized, oh, I'm sinking fast and there's not much that I know about doing this. You know, you have the folks that come and they gut the whole thing and turn it into a modern house. But then you have the people that really cherish the history and try to find that connection between wanting to live in a historic home without it feeling like a museum. So we are at the front gate of our home, the Upstate Stone House, and directly up here is our appointed historic sign that states that the house was built in 1762 by Cornelius Dubois, who was a French lieutenant. And the surrender of Cornwallis was actually celebrated in our house, which is a fun, interesting fact. There are 2 other stone houses that used to share this property, which spanned the entirety of the street that we're on. So where the garage is, there used to be a 13-bedroom home that was facing the creek side. And it would have spanned, you know, the entirety of the front driveway to the back of the garage. And when that was removed to put in West Main Street, which is directly behind me, it was buried underneath the property. And what's really cool, something that we found when we were excavating for the stone walls that now make up the perimeter of our driveway, we found this beautiful footer that would have been used for the foundation of that building. And so we decided to keep it as a cornerstone, a relic essentially that we found in the ground of something that used to be here.
When you first walk in, you are here standing in the dining room.
Originally, there would have just been a jamless fireplace, meaning that this whole space above the beam on the other side through here would have been one hole going all the way through the roof, and there would have just been an open fire. So there really wouldn't have been a fireplace. It would have just been a fire in the middle of the floor. And you can still see like burn marks on the beams, which is really, really cool. What was over top of these floors was 2 layers of plywood, green and red linoleum tiles, and it took me a lot of labor hours to get them up because it was just like one nail at a time, and then Alex was following behind me, plucking every single nail out of the floor. But what's amazing about them is that you could still have the original nails and the wide floorboards. Like this floorboard here has to be like 24 inches wide. And our friend Nick had told us that there used to be queen's tacks on floorboards that were wider because she needed the wood to build ships for her army. So wide floorboards meant that you had a lot of money at some point. So when we first bought the house, all of this was covered up.
Including the fireplace.
Including the fireplace. This is actually the original plaster. What's really cool, I don't know if you can zoom in and see that, but there's horsehair and hay in that, which is what the original materials would have been for the plaster.
I think both of us are really drawn to history in general. It's the idea of who lived in these spaces before us and
how fly on the wall.
Yeah, just how did they move about their daily life?
This floor would have followed through all the way into the dining room, and you can see just the wear marks of people walking over it over time and just how it's been worn down. There were just conversations of painting it.
Definitely many conversations.
But I think that goes with the story of the house. You can see where people came in and people went out, and that's really cool.
Moving from the foyer into our favorite room in the house, it's the kitchen.
The first thing that I bought for the house was a 300-year-old table, which now lives in our kitchen, and it set the tone, I think, for the rest of the house. The floor that we decided to go with is actually slate roofing from an old milk
You
barn.
can see how it's,
It's very thin and it chips in some places, but
we love it.
I felt like it just added that historic look to it. My favorite memory is you and Dad dancing right there in that corner. And I don't even remember why, but it's just
I think we were just tired and had been working all day.
all
And
the good, the bad, and the ugly has been celebrated in this kitchen. That's the sort of memories that I want to continue to build in this home. When we first adopted the house, this was an herb garden that the previous owners used that was just overgrown and dilapidated with weeds and a vinyl fencing. So
we took all of that out.
yeah,
We found some really cool artifacts as well that were under the dirt.
when it rains, pieces of old pottery would just wash up.
Isn't that amazing?
It's fantastic, and we actually have an entire collection of these pieces that we're going to make a giant mosaic out of at some point. Working with history as a designer was something that I never really had to deal with up until this house. You come in and, for lack of a better phrase, you start peeling back the layers, and you start to understand, oh, okay, this is a living, breathing piece of material. We are up the stairs in the landing of the sleeping quarters. When the house was first built, there wouldn't have been a second story for sleeping. It would have just been a hole cut in the ceiling with a ladder going up to it, and this is where the food storage would have been.
The cured meats.
Yeah.
So they'd hang it up on the dormers,
So it would dry out.
which is kind of crazy.
Off the landing, we have the primary bedroom.
This is our new and latest piece, and Adam just absolutely had to have this
I had
chair.
to have this chair.
New favorite spot.
Oh, jealous. So what's really special about this room is that when we were doing the reconstruction of the fireplace right below us, we discovered that there was a second flue. And we had no idea where that was coming from, so we just kind of traced it up to this room.
We could not believe that this fireplace was covered and that we had found it.
To sleep in a bedroom with a fireplace absolutely changes your life. Not to rub it in, but it's the best. It's the best. It's the best.
I'm so grateful for it. Moving into the queen's room. Adam loves this bedroom.
I do. During the restoration of the house, this is where we lived. Like this
Mattress, floor, that's
it was, you know, the rest of the house was in complete disarray, but this room was our
safe space,
safe
our
space.
sanctuary.
It was, and I get emotional thinking about it because you start to remember all of the beautiful memories that, yeah. I don't know. Remember we were having that conversation, and I think that's why this room is so special to me, because this is where
It all began.
we started this whole process. My father, who is a huge part of this project, he unfortunately passed away before we were able to show him the finished product, and
Adam's friends were really, really kind and gifted him and us this tree. It's a weeping cherry and it's beautiful.
it was his favorite tree. And so now he lives here with us, with the house, always looking over it, always looking over us. And yeah, it's a very sentimental piece. My favorite thing about the home is the kitchen. It's where we all congregate. It's where my fondest memories have been made in this house. It's my favorite part of the restoration process.
I think it's the heartbeat of the home, and it feels really lovely to share it with others that we care about.
My dad was very much involved from the start. It was the first house that I've ever bought. And, you know, having him help me through that process was huge.
It's beautiful.
I think it's important, like my dad would always tell me, in order to look forward, we have to look to the past. And I think that can be translated into the way that we build our homes, the way that we live in our homes. I think that home should be a place where you step back from the real world, you slow down. And the way that homes were built in the past, we can learn a lot by the way we build in the future.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
Amazing. Right,
Hey, cheers, guys.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
so much for coming over.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the Stone House in all of her glory.